The escalating tensions in the Middle East are now spreading toward the Indian Ocean, creating fresh alarm across the region. Iran's powerful ballistic and cruise missiles have once again sparked intense discussions worldwide. The news of this strike comes at a time when the heat of conflict across the Middle East is already rising day by day. This has raised a serious question. Is Iran now directly challenging the military power of the United States? And if that is the case, how devastating could this confrontation eventually become? According to the latest reports, Iran's elite military force, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, or IRGC, has launched a powerful missile attack targeting a United States destroyer stationed in the Indian Ocean. The strike, reportedly carried out from hundreds of kilometers away, has triggered intense debate in international circles. Iran claims that the U.S. destroyer was positioned about 600 kilometers away from its coastline at the time of the incident. The warship was reportedly refueling from a tanker when suddenly Iranian missiles tore through the sky toward the target. According to the IRGC, the attack immediately caused a fire on the American warship, spreading panic among the crew. Iran's state broadcaster Press TV reported on March 4th that the IRGC launched the operation shortly after receiving orders from its central command. The attack allegedly involved Ghadar series ballistic missiles along with Talaiyeh series cruise missiles, both considered among Iran's most advanced weapons. Defense analysts say the Ghadar ballistic missile is one of Iran's most powerful strategic weapons, capable of striking targets up to 2,000 kilometers away. Meanwhile, the Talaiyeh cruise missile can hit enemy targets at distances of around 1,000 kilometers with high precision. Experts also highlight a unique feature of this cruise missile. It can change its target mid-flight, making it significantly harder for enemy defense systems to intercept. Iran claims that it used this combination of advanced missiles to carry out the bold strike against the U.S. warship. Following the incident, attention has also turned toward the position of the U.S. aircraft carrier USS Abraham Lincoln. Amid fears of Iranian missile attacks, the powerful American carrier reportedly moved away from the Persian Gulf earlier and took position in the Indian Ocean region. Typically, such aircraft carriers are protected by several advanced destroyers equipped with modern weapon systems, including Tomahawk cruise missiles. However, Iran claims that despite this strong defensive shield, the targeted U.S. destroyer could not withstand the missile strike. Meanwhile, Iran has also intensified its stance against the United States in the air domain. For the first time since the conflict began, Tehran has claimed a massive drone offensive. According to a report by the Qatar-based news outlet Al Jazeera, the IRGC launched more than 230 suicide drones targeting U.S. military positions in Iraq. This drone operation is being seen as a significant threat to American military installations across the Middle East. The IRGC stated that the attacks specifically targeted U.S. military facilities across several locations in Iraq. Among the claimed targets were installations near Erbil and the Ali al-Salam air base. Analysts believe the operation was intended to send a strong message against the continued U.S. military presence in the region. However, the situation is raising growing concern within the international community. If Iran intensifies attacks simultaneously across the sea, air, and regional military bases, the current conflict in the Middle East could escalate into a much larger war. Diplomatic circles across multiple countries have already begun discussing the potential consequences if the situation spirals out of control. Many fear that such an escalation could have serious implications for global security. Overall, the situation remains extremely sensitive. On one side stands Iran with its claims of powerful missile and drone operations, and on the other side is the massive military strength of the United States. This direct confrontation has pushed the entire region toward an uncertain future. The key question now is whether the flames of tension will die down here or whether Iran's retaliation will expand into new fronts. If that happens, analysts warn that the skies of the Middle East could soon witness the storm of a much larger conflict.